Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alicia Elizabeth and I am so excited that you have decided to join me here today. If you are a new viewer, hello, welcome. You are encouraged to subscribe to this channel if and only if you enjoy this video. If you are a returning subscriber, hey boo hey, I'm so happy that both of you are here. You're more than welcome to stay, so get comfortable, grab a snack. I think we're going to be here for a while. I am starting a new series on my YouTube channel. And before we go into what that new series is about, which I'm sure the title has already given away, I want to do a quick disclaimer about where I've been, where my head has been, what I foresee for this channel, just so people who are, here for the long ride can kind of get an idea of what's happening. So I'm a teacher, right? If you know me personally, even if you know me just on these platforms, you know that that is something I am confident in saying. I teach. And by way of teaching, I encourage, I equip, I empower people. I have settled that in my spirit as something I've been called to do and something I'm passionate about doing. And so on this channel, you will see the many dimensions of things that God is doing in my life, or things that I feel burdened to share or encourage people to do, and things like that. Just how to navigate uncharted waters, to talk about things that maybe people aren't talking about, maybe things that I need to be discussing. So nonetheless, everything that I do on this channel will partner with the purpose of teaching. And so I had slowed down with me Sundays. I may be canceling those just because of what I'm implementing. I'm not sure yet. But one thing is for certain is that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we will still be discussing some sort of book. We are wrapping up the vulnerability series, or the Gifts of Imperfection by Dr. Brene Brown. We're done with the book, but I have one more interview that I will be uploading this week. It is a lengthy interview, and at first I thought about uploading it in spurts, but I feel like people who are going to watch it will watch it. And so even if it's not in this season, at some point in time, the lengthy interview will benefit someone. And I think about how, I listen to podcasts that's over an hour. I've listened to sermons that's over an hour. We watch shows that are over an hour. And so, yes, I get that technically studies show viewership has an attention span of 5 minutes, 5 to 15 minutes, depending on the content. But I believe in my heart that the information that I'm uploading is timeless. And so even if it's not necessary for someone to chew on today, this month, this year, when it is their season, they'll turn the interview on and they'll cook dinner or they'll clean their house and they'll just listen in. And so believing that for myself and my channel, I'm going to upload it possibly in its entirety, or maybe 2 uploads. We'll see if YouTube is working with me. But nonetheless, it is a lengthy interview, but it was a really good one. And I think if you were following along with the Gifts of Imperfection series, you are going to be truly blessed by the interview, and it'll be something to chew on, because the people I interviewed, they're gems. So that's that. Third, so on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're doing books. On Friday, we have been talking about my fitness and health journey. This coming Friday will make week 15, I believe, which tells me we are coming to wrap up 4 months of doing it. 5 months. Is it 5 months? I can't count. It's 4 weeks in a month. And so we're on week 15, and counting out loud is no good. So yeah, 16 weeks makes 4 months. So we are in the 4th month. And so on that, I am teaching you about your mindset pertaining to how you see yourself, to your health choices, to our lifestyle choices, things of that sort. Eventually, there will be content about cooking and exercises, and even like product reviews of workout clothes. But for now, the first couple weeks have been driven from a place of like how to start and maintain the momentum around getting healthy, choosing to become healthier, choosing to make better choices for yourself, while also balancing enjoying life. And if you're a foodie, enjoying food, right? So if you have not checked out my Friday videos, Fitness Friday has its own little catalog or video under the video thing as well. And so now on Wednesdays, I want to talk about wealth. It has been something that has been kind of ringing in my spirit for years. But I think as of recently, since I've been using this platform more consistently, I want to document my journey to wealth, okay? And I thought, if I have struggled with understanding how to acquire wealth and to keep it, then I know there are other people who struggle with this as well, and it's not being talked about. Part of the reason we don't talk about it is because maybe no one has enough information. Maybe teachers aren't, not, when I say teachers, I don't just mean people at schools, but teachers, the people who have the gift of teaching, maybe they haven't really come into wealth. There are people who are gurus of finances, let's be clear, but that doesn't mean that that their gift is to teach it or to walk you through it or to break it down to take a complex topic and make it bite-sized. And so if I'm going to be completely transparent, which I always am on my channel, I do not have any steps, okay? I do not have $1 million in the bank. I have not reached a place of wealth, but what I want to challenge myself to do is to grow my wealth and my information and bring you along. That is essentially what Wealthy Wednesday is about. It is being honest about the fact that I did not grow up in a household where money was discussed or where we were educated on it in a I don't even want to say healthy, because I don't want to say I have an unhealthy relationship, but money wasn't a topic that was held to high regard and, introduced to me as a child in a way that I think it should be. And that's okay. I'm not faulting my parents for that, but I am being honest about the fact that many of us come up in homes where our parents, maybe they work paycheck to paycheck, or they have always worked to survive. And so while they may have had extra, they didn't always use their extra for ways that could make a return on their investment, things of that sort. And so that brings me into Wednesday. Wednesday will be Wealthy Wednesday. And some of the goals that I have that I'm just going to throw out there for people who will be following along with this journey is that this segment will not be complete for me until I have a rental property. And these are just things that I'm thinking of right now. I believe as I obtain more information concerning finances and wealth, my goals will change, which I will share with you all as they change. But right now, with the minuscule information I have concerning money, I do want a rental property. I would like to have a house for myself, but I also would like to have a house that brings in income for me. I would like to have businesses open, and we're going to talk about this. And I also would like to have a certain amount of money saved. And so before I jump to my goals, I just want to go through some things. What is wealth? By definition, wealth is an abundance of valuable possessions and money. And so on this channel, just like every other series I have, we are going to be addressing the mindset behind things. And so before I go any further, I want to declare that I have more than enough. More than enough. I have more than enough. I am already in a position of wealth. I am wealthy. I'm declaring that for myself. I'm declaring that for you. During this quarantine, when I look through my kitchen cabinets and my bathroom cabinets and even my closet, I realized that if I never purchased another thing, I have more than enough. And I know some of us are like, well, that's nice, because I don't feel that way. But the reality is I have one pair of feet, right? And I have several pairs of shoes. So I have at least one pair. I have enough. I have an outfit. You all have seen my outfits change on these videos. Do not call me out if any of them have repeated. But I have an outfit. So I have clothes. If I needed to eat right now, if the stores were shut down, I could go in that kitchen and eat something. I have more than enough. And so I am wealthy. That is a declaration that I am saying to myself. I am producing it out in the atmosphere, that it will return to me, that it will not return to me void. I am wealthy. You're wealthy, okay? I do think that this journey is going to be so exciting because I'm already declaring that I'm wealthy. And so really what I'm trying to do is get the wealth that is due to me. Get the wealth that has my name on it. Learn the information that I need so that the money that's coming in from my job, the money that can be coming in from my business ideas, I can actually handle it the right way, okay? So that is wealth. I want to answer questions like, how do we achieve financial success? How do we educate ourselves? What do we do? Right? When we have terrible credit, no savings, and we don't make enough, how do we take what we have and make more of it? How do I create generational wealth for my children? How do I leave a legacy behind that's comfortable? These are things that I want to know, that I feel like I've researched privately, and I pick it up and put it down, pick it up and put it down. And so documenting this will be a level of accountability for myself. But my hope is that my other brothers and sisters in the Black community who did not know where to start, what to do, by way of my learning, the things I'm reading, I'm happy to take the information I'm reading and break it into bite sizes for you so that you can start somewhere and have a safe place to say, you know, this might sound like a silly question, but how do I create a budget? How do I open a bank account? How much of my paycheck should I put in my bank account? How do I start saving? How do I tell myself no when I'm going grocery shopping? How do I tell myself not to get the outfit? You know, things like that. When do I know that it's okay to take a trip? I want to do this with you. I want to talk about these things with you. And I want to provide a series that you could in turn share with kids, your children, your students, or for yourself. That's my goal. So some of my uploads will be so basic, and if they don't apply to you, that is fine. But I am teaching with the mindset of someone who knows nothing, someone who has no savings, and someone who makes little to nothing. Because that is a very humble place to start, and it really helps us navigate the world of money. Okay? So going back to my goals, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. I want a rental property. I was talking to my best friend recently, and we have been talking about money and property and, you know, things that we sometimes come into and things that we have to work to acquire. And my mom recently just got her first house. Okay? Congratulations to her. But she's also getting married. And within that marriage, there are several kids. And so where someone who has one child, it's a guarantee that this house goes to that child. That may not be the case with my mother's house, right? And I'm not planning to take her house. Like, I'm not waiting for her to die or for her and her husband to die to then acquire this house. But what I want to say is that there are some people who, you know, at 18, at 21, at 25, at 35, at 45, at some point in their adulthood, they have a house with their name on it that they can move into if they choose to start a family, or if they choose to not pay rent, or they can rent out, which means they now have income coming in that they don't have to physically work for. And so because that is not my situation, I would like to get a rental property. I'm not sure if it's better to get a house for myself first, then a rental property, or get a rental property which pays for the house I buy for myself. We will find that out together. But I would like to have at least one rental property before I conclude this series. I also would like to have several businesses that I have in mind up and running. What I realize is that I have all these business ideas that I really don't want to have my hands on the plow to actually foresee them happening. But I also realize that some of the businesses that we're dreaming of, we never get to launch because we don't have the money. We don't have proper investments, and maybe we haven't put enough time into it. But I'm speaking these things into the atmosphere with confidence that they will come to pass. So these also make additional streams of income. But even if it's not about money, these are things that I care about, I'm feeling passionate about. They allow me to be creative. And so I would like to have a stationery line. I love doodling. I am a writer. If I gave you a tour of my apartment, you will see I have so many books, so many journals. And so it would be nice to have a stationery line. I could see it in Target and Walmart and Papyrus and you know, you name it. There's my pens, there's my planner, there's my calendar, there's my journals for people to purchase, right? Even in 2020, where we use our technology more than anything, I am listen, right here, outline for this YouTube video. I am still writing. I still get up and journal. I love writing. And so that is something I would like to do. I started a t-shirt line. I mentioned it in a couple videos ago, but I have decided I want to maybe change over where those t-shirts come from. So I haven't mentioned it, but I would like to have a t-shirt company or a t-shirt brand that I just, you know, when I'm thinking of something funky, that I can put on a shirt and post. And if people want to buy it, they can buy it. Like, it's not that deep, but it's something worth doing. Also, I would like to have a tutoring company, some sort of educational company that benefits educators and also students. I do tutor from time to time in Columbus. I haven't tutored recently since COVID started, but I am looking into possibly starting tutoring again, part-time online. Still not sure about it. I know a lot of students are transitioning from having been in the classroom to now having to be online, and I'm sure many students are tired. And so I don't assume that, you know, tutoring will be very booming in this season, but it's something that I know in the fall, if students are doing online classes, will be necessary. And so I'm looking into that now. I also have been working on my health and fitness, and so I would like to have a little fitness attire, right? Like, these are just ideas that come by way of the things I put my hands to the plow to. Prior to working on my health and fitness, I don't think I was thinking about workout clothes for women. But I'm like, when I was a little bigger, not that I'm small, it would have been nice to have certain things available for me that would have instantly partnered with my confidence. And even now, as I'm losing weight, what are some things I like to wear, would like to see more of, would like for it to be affordable or just available to me? And so I would like to do a fitness line. And so those are just some quick things I thought about prior to creating this video. Another goal that I have is that I want to have a certain savings amount. When I officially launch this video series, which will start this Wednesday, I have not decided if I'm going to tell you all how much I'm depositing or what my financial goal would be. I'm debating it, mainly because of safety concerns. I don't think I'm a big namer. I don't think that people follow me in my physical location, meaning like where I live. But I feel like if I was to be like, okay, you guys, journey with me to $1 million. Okay, that can get a lot of attraction and it can get little attraction, but nonetheless, there are people watching. And so if I'm coming on the camera and I'm like, okay guys, I'm $500 away from $1 million, that doesn't seem so smart to me. So I'm still trying to figure out how to adequately bring you along. I'm thinking about creating like a little financial chart, and every time I make a deposit of some sort, I let you all see that I'm adding to it. But I do want this journey to be really transparent, and so bear with me as I figure out the middle ground in safety and wisdom, okay? But I will be sharing everything down to, you know, how I'm saving, how I'm bringing in additional income, what works, what doesn't work, what was hard. Like, I want this to be as black and white as possible. Because I want someone, once I get to the goals that I have set, once I've reached them, because I will reach them, I want someone to be able to come to my YouTube and go to the very first video and they can repeat those steps if they want, and they can get to the same place. And for some, that's like the craziest thing, like, why provide the blueprint to others? And it's because I don't believe that there's anything that God has for me that me sharing it will take from me. You know what I mean? Like, that is one, it's a crab barrel mentality, and two, it's coming from a place of not having enough. It's coming from a mindset that God doesn't have enough to bless me and you, and I come against that. I cancel that mindset. I don't accept it. I don't believe it. I believe that if I was intended to be a millionaire, that does not rain on your ability or your, you know, the declaration on your life that you're also supposed to be a millionaire. And so it doesn't hurt me to help someone else, because I don't believe that God will hold any good thing from me. And so it helps me to just release it. Just teach. Just do what you've been called to do, and do it, you know, at maximum capacity and in excellence. And so I believe in the freeness of sharing my information, that God will bless me all the more, a double portion. And, you know, I will never want for anything. And so I'm happy to share the things I'm learning as I'm learning it, because I truly want to see other people win. And I truly want to see other people raise households where finances are talked about and there's some level of security around them. And so I'm super excited that you're here. And I'm looking forward to this journey with you all. So come back every Wednesday to see what's going on. It'll be a slow start, but it'll be a start. I'm super duper, I'm so excited, you all. Like, I have been talking about this since it became a thought of mine. And so, yeah. See you next week. Bye.